Hello, welcome to JAV Show. This is Jorge.
And this is Viv.
Hello, we're back, friends.
Hello.
We'll start with the usual, I guess. How's your week, Viv?
It's been this week? All right. I guess one thing we said we'd talk about it later.
No, we can talk about it first, but just thought general week stuff.
Okay, well, one of my best friends moved away this week, like yesterday actually, and it was very, very sad for me. We both cried.
Oh, really?
Because she's been a long time friend of mine since I was 15, like a best friend of mine since I was 15.
Yeah, that's rough.
I'm planning on going to Asia next fall. I'm gonna visit her.
Yeah.
And then she needs to come back to Edmonton like in 2029. But aside from that, like there's not many opportunities to see each other, because like how often do you travel to the other side of the world?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta renew your passport and do all that shit too.
Yeah. It's pretty sad. There. Pretty sad.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of cool though. You know how back then we always said like, man, people who like lived in Edmonton forever, and people who come out. I mean, technically she did leave. But
she did.
Yeah. Right.
But this is more so of a like for her family decision, not necessarily like
her career and stuff.
Yeah. It was very sad.
Yeah. Did you what did you guys do? Just like grab dinner and just chat?
Yeah, we grabbed lunch and then we just chat and hung out for the whole day and just literally sat there and talked and played with her kids for a bit, and then they left. So sad. So sad.
I mean, can't she come back more periodically? She doesn't have to wait all the way till 2020.
Her kids are really young.
Yeah, I mean, they could fly too, no?
I feel like it's a lot of work to fly with a kid that, like, one of her babies are 5 months old.
Yeah.
And the other one's 2.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
True.
so I think that's very difficult to fly with 2 kids alone. And then she could come with her husband, obviously. Like, I'm close with her husband too, but their husband is working there.
Yeah.
And he has a very demanding job there. So
I mean, she could go back with her like mom and stuff every once in a while, no?
That's true, but I think it's just it's just too much, especially at the age that her kids are at.
Yeah.
And to take time and to do all that stuff.
Yeah, that's true, but like 4 years, that's quite a long time.
It's quite long. Back, right? It's very
it's sad. Like you could break it up to like a 2-year stint or something like that, and come back and visit and stuff. I mean, if her husband makes a lot of money, then that's not really a problem, right?
That's true, but I can see why, because like I've known her for so long. I can see with like her lifestyle and like all that stuff. It's just a lot to continuously like fly that much and that far.
2 years.
Well, for them.
Yeah.
And she has kids and everything. It's just a lot.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's I can see it, but I can also see it being like pretty reasonable. Come like fly once every 2 years back to North America.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Seems kind of decent time frame. It's not like once every 6 months or something. That would be insane. That would be very difficult. Is what I would think. But yeah, that would interesting though. She'll have a lot of life lessons there.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
I hope everything goes well for her over there.
Yeah. Did you get her any like going away gift or anything?
No, because she didn't want anything. I told her I was gonna get her something, and she like stressed that she didn't want anything because she has to move so far away and pack up her whole family life and everything. She doesn't want to bring a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And she ended up selling a lot of her stuff and like getting rid of or donating a lot of her stuff.
Yeah.
Just so that she didn't have to ship a lot of stuff over or travel with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And so she like stressed that she really didn't want anything.
Yeah. Did they have to like, they must have to like sell their car and everything here and stuff. Yeah, that's a big task, a big ask.
Yeah.
And they have to do it by a certain date too, right? So it's like kind of rushed. They still have to use it, but then they got to get rid of it eventually.
Yeah.
So it's like, trying to juggle that.
Exactly. And then also with 2 really young kids.
Yeah.
You have to keep a lot of their stuff unpacked until like literally the last minute, because you'll need a lot of it.
Yeah, I can only imagine like car seats and strollers and shit like that. Those are all bulky and annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have any family here left, or?
She has her dad and her brother here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Is her mom gonna like come back after a while, or
Right now, the plan is just indefinitely. They're all just staying there.
staying separated? Oh damn,
Yeah.
that would suck. Like if I was married and my kid's like, "Can you, mom, come with whatever?" For I was like, no.
Yeah, I'd be like, fuck, no, the fuck?
What are you talking about? This is your life.
I think the dad might go over eventually.
Yeah.
In like a few years. But right now, as far as them coming back, it's indefinite.
That's
the
so
plan
tough.
is just not to, essentially.
Yeah, that's so tough for the parents. I mean, I kind of understand. The parents love the kids and they want to do whatever they can to help them, but that's still tough for their relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure they've been together for a long time, but that's also an unideal situation to be away from your husband or wife for that long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's rough. That's a rough one. Can't imagine that. I can't imagine being like away from my significant other for that long, too.
Yeah, me neither.
That'd be rough.
Even like a couple months, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Like if it's a couple months, it'd be like you need breaks, or like a couple years, I need like breaks in between, right? Like every like 4 to 6 months, we gotta like either you come there or I go back or something like that. That's what I can imagine. I mean, there was a time, there was a potential. I mean, it wasn't like solidified, but there was a potential that I could have pursued trying to work in like Saudi and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of good projects there for like a lot of money, and they pay really good there. But then I also thought like, man, like life's gonna be so fucking tough.
Right.
Like I'd have to figure a way to like go back. Like you waste like a day or two just going back, and then jet lag and all that shit. And then how long can you see your significant other? And then your significant other is probably like working still, right? So it's like you can't expect to hang out the entire time you're back.
Yeah, I mean, or they could take vacation too.
Yeah.
But then the reality is, if you're long distance, then I would imagine they're not taking vacation so that they can spend their vacation going to visit you.
Yeah. So it's like kind of a shit show of a juggling thing, right? And I thought about it. I was like, man, that'd be so fucking rough. Like I'd have to like figure something out, or it has to be really worth it. Like it has to be a very significant amount of money. So it's like, okay, maybe she come with me and she just doesn't work if it's a significant amount of money. But then even then, I'd feel so bad about that, because it's like, if I was, say, like future wife or whoever, and I, got a job overseas, and I said she had to come with me, and then what? She just stays there and just doesn't do shit. I just feel like that's such a, I don't know, meaningless thing. Like if it was reversed, I would feel kind of shitty, right? Like if my significant other was like, oh, we got to move to fucking, I don't know, Afghanistan to work or some bullshit place, right? And then I'm like, what do? I was like, I don't know, you have to come with me. And then I would just be there, like fucking twiddling my thumb all day and be like, I don't know what I'm doing. That would suck.
It would suck.
Yeah.
I think the time difference is really hard because you literally cannot talk to them at the same time.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it would suck if you had to go and then you didn't have a job there,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you'd literally be at home just like, the fuck am I doing? But your significant other just makes a lot of money, so you're just like, okay.
Yeah, I feel like you would spend most of your time trying to find a personal reason for why you're there, aside from I just followed my partner here.
Yeah, that's like that's pretty close to like existential questioning, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is the purpose of my life now?
And then I also feel like if you and your partner got in a fight,
yeah,
then you would hate being there so fucking badly because you're literally only there on the other side of the world because of them.
Yeah. Like at least if you had your own, if you both had independent lives, then it'd be different story, right? But they're literally there only for you. Yeah, that'd be fucking rough. That'd be rough. I guess no one would, like, people wouldn't be able to do this unless they're very like mature and secure of themselves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the only type of people that should do those things. I'm not saying that those are the only type of people that do those things, but those are the only type of people that should do those things. Yeah, interesting. Long distance relationships. I can only imagine. There was a time in my life where I really wanted to work in China, to be honest. Because everyone kept coming to me, like all the foreign workers. You know how there's like, Chinese workers here and stuff that's been here for like 20 years and stuff, or however long. And they always come up to me and they're like, you should work in China. I think you'll make a lot more money and you'll have so much fun there. There's so much stuff to do and there's nothing.
I bet everything moves so fast over there.
Yeah. They keep telling me that. I'm like, yeah, I mean, it'd be great if I could find something there, but it also kind of depends. Like, there's a part of me where it's like, man, if I did that, there's some stuff I can't do. Like, I can't have a podcast when I'm there. I can't just talk shit when I'm there.
Yeah, you get arrested for like anything, I swear.
Yeah. But I feel like if you don't care about those type of things, and you just kind of like stay in your lane, do your own thing, I think you do pretty well there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
My friend was telling me about how if you ordered anything, it would be at your house within 2 days. Versus here, it's only Amazon Prime that pretty much does that.
Yeah.
And then if you ordered food from anywhere, like delivery,
Yeah.
it'd be at your house within like 10 minutes, no matter where.
Yeah. There's just so many people working, and like the joy or the value of going to those high density places is that everything is so cheap because they like make so much money from volume, not from like making people pay so much.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas here it's like the opposite, right? Like some restaurants here don't have people that, or don't have that many people on a Friday night, right? But then they know what their minimum sell needs to be per day. So if they reach that, then they just don't care. Then they can just survive, right? Whereas there, it's like they need that volume sell every day, but that's how they can have such low prices. There's probably so much competition for like food and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was listening to a story recently where it's like, I forgot what the number is. Is it 88 or like 100 or something? Like less than 100 RMB for coffee, something like that.
What's the conversion of that?
Okay, I don't know the value, but the thing, the story is that back then when Starbucks started there, it was like expensive for coffee. And then all these random non-Starbucks companies started popping up, and then they started like competing with each other, and they started driving their price down and down and down. And then now it's like, if you sell coffee for more than this price, you don't survive there anymore. So even like Starbucks can't do shit there anymore or they can, but they have to lower their price because like they have so much competition that has like pretty good quality, and they drive it down so much where it's like, you have to sell coffee at this price now. Like this price or lower. If you sell at any higher, no one's gonna go to you.
What's the conversion rate of it, or what's the average cost?
Let me see. Okay, China coffee. Let's see. 7 RMB? That's crazy if it's 7. That's $1. But that sounds pretty good. Starbucks Road has everyone talking is finally average price of coffee in China. I wish I had like this information right up for me right away, but Starbucks rival. Okay, what is this? What's their situation? Starbucks rival, Luckin Coffee. That's one of the rivals, I think. 2 drinks is $6 with New York sales tax. But that's like in America. There must be some crazy numbers for them. I don't know. I just know when I was reading it, it like drove the prices down so much. Where it's like, oh, is it the 990? No, from coffee to red. Okay, no. I don't know the exact number, but I was watching like a YouTube video about it. I was like, damn, that's crazy that they did that. But it's cool. It's like, it's good for the people, right? Like, regardless of your political views and shit, it's like, yeah, fuck yeah. More competition, better products, lower price. That's all I want. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the cool part about it. Anyways, today I had some random stuff I want to talk about. I was like, hopefully I can start with a topic and I'll kind of branch out to other tangent stuff that we just talk about. But I feel like today I worked a bit from home. So like I'm technically off today, but I did some overtime today. And pretty much my company wanted me to help them convert some of the stuff I've been doing with like Power BI and stuff, and then put it onto their servers for like on the SQL side. So pretty much I would transform their database and get it to a way that we need it on the back end rather than the front end, which is what I'm doing right now. And this is like my first time fully using AI coding. Like back then I would use it a bit, but now like I don't actually know that much SQL. Yeah. I know like very little to basic amount. And straight up, I just went like, all right, let's just go translate. Let's just go fucking AI coding to translate all my existing coding from like one language to another. And it actually worked out really well. It worked out very well. It was very easy. I haven't like QC'd it yet, so I haven't like gone through all the quality checks to make sure it's exactly what we want. But on first pass, within like an hour, I already have like 150 lines of code that works perfectly fine in SQL right now. And it gets what I think works. Like on a high level, just looking at the data, it looks like what I want. I just have to get to the nitty gritty details to see if it's exactly what I want, right? And then I was like, holy shit, this is my first time like fully relying on it. Like every time I've relied on it in the past, it was like I knew enough where I would send it something. And when I see what they send back to me, I can already pick up like, oh, this isn't right here, or like something's wrong here, right? Or I just had enough knowledge where I looked at it and be, oh, that's cool. They use these functions this way. And I know like thinking through my head, I know this is going to work, right? Like I had enough knowledge base for that. But with SQL, I didn't have that much knowledge base, and I just like fucking blindly used it. And I was like, holy shit, that actually worked. I was very surprised how well it worked. And I was like, damn, I was like, there's literally no point. Like normally we would have had to hire like a developer for this shit, but I told my company, like, nah, I'm pretty sure I can figure it out, knowing that AI is probably there for me. And then like within like 2 hours of working today, I was like, yo, I got most of this done. I was like, this is pretty
insane.
Yeah. Like other than quality check, I got most of this shit done, which is like pretty cool.
Completely get what you're feeling, because the other day I made a program off of React.
Yeah.
And I know fucking nothing with React.
Yeah.
But I learned it and I made a program and it fucking worked. And I used AI to help me, and it was insane. I'm like,
yeah,
no wonder why jobs are going away.
Yeah. It's like
fucking
even
crazy.
Even little technical glitches I have in my life now, it's insane. So like I was telling you before the podcast, I've had networking issues. So I'm like, my modem's been fucked and all this stuff. I literally go on AI. I'd be like, okay, these are my symptoms right now. What the fuck do I have to check? And then they'll tell me exactly what to check. Like, oh, this is your modem number. Okay, this is where you have to check this stuff, right? I go in and then I check it and I just throw the values into it. And just blindly throwing values in, all of a sudden it was like, all right, this is the issue. Like I know exactly the issue. The issue is you have an upstream, pretty much you have an upload or upstream channel power issue, right? And that's modem beyond, so modem back to the ISP. And I was like, holy fuck. I was like, that's pretty cool. And then I started like typing more shit. I was like, okay, explain to me exactly what you mean. Like explain to me how this affects my internet or why it affects my internet and all this stuff. And it felt like within like 5 minutes, I was like, I'm no expert, but I feel like I know enough now to call like Rogers and be like, hey guys, you guys, like my internet's fucked, and so it's like you guys have to come and fix it, right? Like because recently I changed my network where like I got a new router and a new thing that like does a lot of my networking stuff, and I was hoping it wasn't that, but I had to figure out for sure before I call Rogers, right? Because I don't want to call Rogers and be like, hey, this isn't working, and they'll be like, come here, and they'll be like, your router's fucked or something like that, right? So then like it taught me to like ping my router and ping my modem and then check the values and do all that shit. I'm like, holy fuck, I didn't know. I like, it felt so easy when I was going through it, and I was like, this is insane. I feel like I could fix almost anything digital nowadays. Like other than some crazy shit, it feels like there's always a path forward now.
Yeah, it's crazy,
which is very empowering. It's like, damn, as long as I have this tool and I have some wits to me, I can figure out almost anything now.
It's insane. I fully see what you feel.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like super cool, because normally with this network shit, I always get so confused. I was like, I don't understand this stuff. I don't get these values. None of this makes sense. But like within the last 2 weeks, I like set up my own router, got my own Wi-Fi extension, you know, customized all my networks, and then ran all my networks through a Raspberry Pi. And it's just like, dude, normally I wouldn't be able to do any of this shit. So like, what the fuck? This is crazy. This is
literally
crazy cool.
Walks you through as if like you have an SME in your back pocket.
Yeah. It's cool. I do notice, like, for example, with my car stuff, it has like made mistakes, and that's kind of annoying sometimes.
Oh, like what?
So for example, when I was doing my car, it was like I did the same thing. I diagnosed it and I gave it all its value, and I told him like, okay, what do you want me to diagnose last? What else do you want me to diagnose? And I can go check these things, right? But it just didn't have enough knowledge or specific knowledge base to do a proper diagnosis, right? Like the only way I could get through to that next step was that I myself was reading through like the electrical diagrams and stuff and figuring out like, oh, this is a key part right here. And then I diagnosed the rest of that. But then once I got the rest of that, then feeding it through there wasn't too bad. But at the end of the day, it didn't technically properly solve my problem, because I just ended up like brute forcing myself and figuring out myself. But I don't know, it's like it's progress still, right? Like considering I went through that in the summer, and come fall, winter now, I'm going through network issues, and it seems like it's doing pretty easy. I'm going through AI coding issues, and it's going through that pretty easy. I was like, that's pretty good already. But I do admit it might cause some like overconfidence too. which might be problematic.
Like the AI will help you with anything type of thing.
Yeah, like I think it'll, like, for example, when I was doing my car, it definitely made me a little bit too overconfident. I thought, oh sweet, this is the issue. This is what AI says. My numbers are matching and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns out not to be the thing, right? So it's like overconfidence. Like I didn't have the knowledge and skill in auto mechanics, and AI didn't actually help me properly.
I can see that.
Yeah. So I can see that as being a partial thing, but so far for like the coding wise, I was like, holy fuck, it's so good at it.
Did you use which AI did you use for the
Copilot?
Oh.
So Copilot uses, I think, GPT, whatever my enterprise account is on.
Pretty good.
It's all my work stuff, right? So I go through I don't know how they do the information security now, because like your enterprise, I don't know if you guys have it, but like we have enterprise accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have our AI that our company has authorized us to use, but it blocks the data transfer. So like our sensitive shit, even though if we put it on the Copilot, it shouldn't be able to go beyond us.
Yeah.
But I don't exactly know how that works. Like I don't know how they limit it or how they stop that transfer, right? Because I assume that the AI companies still want to get our like queries and stuff like that to learn to make it better. But then for sensitive information, our companies are probably saying, no, you can't have any of that. I assume.
Yeah, I think every enterprise account has that security level to it. I don't know how they specifically do it either, but
because like, how do you help train the AI, but at the same time not share any sensitive information?
Yeah,
right. That I don't know. Like it must go through. In my opinion, it probably goes through some dumb filter. Like dumb as in like an AI filter.
Yeah.
That sees that, oh, is this sensitive or not? But it's like a company's own filter and stuff.
I guess so. Like, oh, is this information specific to this company? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we can't use this.
Yeah.
But then the processing, the learned skills from processing the questions that you use with that company specific data is pushed forward.
But I don't know how. That's so tough to figure that out, right? The other cool thing is the other company I work for, they actually built their own agent. And the cool part is that, so most companies, you have like, at least most big companies, you have a fuck ton of specifications, global practices, standards, all that shit. Like your own company standard on top of like national standard or society standards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool because I can literally just search it on there, be like, hey, I'm building this. Like I'm building a tank. Give me all our standards for this. Or like I'm building this shaped shell for the thing. Give me all our standards. And then you don't have to upload anything. It's already with the agent. So then the agent would tell you exactly which standards, right? I was like, oh, that's actually really cool. But that's like a company specific thing, right? Like they did some collaboration with some company to get all our standards on there and the AI understanding those standards. And then when you search the question, they'll be able to like send you back that stuff. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It's not that useful. Like it's useful for like those specific things. If I want to find like general things, I wouldn't use that one. I would use Copilot instead to like search those general stuff, which I have been using a lot, which is really cool. Yeah. So like after going through that experience, I was like, holy shit, like maybe there is a world where we don't have to hire anyone for this. Cause like for a while before, I was telling my bosses like, hey dude, I'm not computer science dude. Like I don't actually know all the coding stuff. Like do we have to hire someone for it? He's like, no, we'll just struggle through and like figure it out. And then now I'm at the point where it's like, yeah, we don't fucking need anyone. Like with this, I think we got it. Like, we don't need.
We should actually lay off a few people.
Yeah, they're actually hiring someone for this project, for another project we have. I'm like, I guess you'll have to really test him, see if he's good enough. If not, I think we got AI for this. I mean, it doesn't eliminate the need for the person. Like you still need the manpower with it. But definitely
not a full-time person, I don't think.
Yeah, like a language that maybe I had to learn to do this exercise for my company took all of that out.
Yeah.
I didn't have to go through the fucking like random videos either. I didn't have to do any of that. I literally just go straight to the AI and be like, this is my problem. And it was pretty good at it.
Yeah. I feel like for sure the ask for it is not enough for them to want to spend the money to hire a new person, onboard them, train them with the company's policies, and do all that just to do something that they could get someone like you to just put a little more effort into using AI to learn.
Yeah. That is the nice part about now is like they let me work on my EDOs or on the weekends just to figure out some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh yeah, just give them extra hours and just let them figure it out on the weekend. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. I have to like estimate my hours, right? So I'll put in like 6 hours or something. Be like, all right, well, I think I'll use that much, so I'll just put that in and we'll see. But yeah.
That's pretty awesome though.
Yeah, to be able to work on like the weekend. Yeah, and there's like more projects and stuff coming up, so they want me to help them with that. I still have my like normal full-time job, and I still have to do other stuff on the side. So it is nice though. It's not like going into the office for overtime. It's like, oh, I have a little bit of time at home, and I'm gonna do a little bit of this, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you say you have your like normal full-time job and this on the side, is this not included in your full-time job, or is it just so much of a side project and not directly correlated that it feels more like a side thing, but it's still paid for?
Yeah, so right now I'm rented out to another company, right?
Yeah.
So the company I'm rented out to, I work with them full time. But then the company I still technically work for. So like I'm essentially like a contractor for a company, and the company I technically still work for has these projects for me that I have to do. But like technically I'm rented out. So like say whatever hours a week, like 40 hours a week, I'm still working for the company I'm rented out to. Like they have my full attention technically during that time. And then all these extra stuff that I do is just extra that my company that I'm originally working for still wants me to do.
I see.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's fun. Okay, the other thing I want to check is, so I think I've been saying this a couple times. I just want to show you a little bit, but pretty much this is like a dashboard of the Pi hole that I'm connected to, the Raspberry Pi, that routes all my internet traffic, right? So it's pretty cool. So pretty much like half of all the traffic that goes to any of my devices connected to my router is blocked, right? So I did this kind of like small thing with my friend where we just like search this stuff up, and it's actually very, very interesting. So like this dashboard's cool. I'll show you like total queries, 61,000, and 33,000 of those are blocked, right? So coming up to 50% right? That means out of my computer, my phone, my mom's phone, my dad's phone, their computer, whatever devices. If you're connected to my Wi-Fi, it's also your phone right now, right? Whatever touches that router goes through this, and then this would tell you exactly what's being blocked and what's not being blocked. And then it's cool too because it tells you what clients are being blocked, as in like which devices are some of these coming from, right?
Yeah.
I assume I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure this is my PC. I think this must be my phone, or it might be the other way around. I'm not sure, but like a lot of the requests is coming from one device, most likely my PC. But the cool part is top blocked domains. So like if you just go on Google, you don't actually click it, you just say like, what is this? And then you just search that domain. And then they're saying like, okay, this domain associated with Amazon Video for content delivery. Okay, so this is cool. So a bunch of stuff, like before you came, my niece was here and she was watching Amazon Prime with my sister. And that means every ad that Amazon Prime would have sent us went through this and got blocked.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's why there's like currently it's on the top list. And I think I'm not sure exactly how they refresh this top block domains. But this is probably the same actually. What is the other day when I was checking it? Okay, let's see. Okay, so this other one, Meepo Download Media Tech is a subdomain belonging to a technology company, Media Tech, and is associated with the process for downloading EPO data used to improve GPS performance on devices with a Media Tech CPU. So this is pretty much GPS tracking. So that means there's a domain out there that's sending queries to my devices asking for GPS information, and it's currently being blocked. But that's cool because that's now one of the top domains. So that means they're sending quite a bit of queries to all my devices asking for GPS information, which is crazy because when I was searching the other day with my friend, one of the top one was like a ad company that sends your data to like other companies.
Yeah.
And that was the top query that was being blocked. And I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. So
that's pretty cool.
like obviously add.doubleclick.net is an ad company, but some of them, like I think you can search by device, but you can search on what device. And like for example, on my phone, like half of all the queries going through my phone. That means half of my, not necessarily internet usage, but half of the request from my phone is from ad companies. And I wasn't even using my phone. My phone was just sitting there.
That's crazy.
And I was like, dude, that's insane how much data they're taking. What was this one? This is domain. So this is another one. Is a domain associated with IBM X-Force Exchange platform, a threat intelligence sharing service. So this one's currently being blocked and stuff. Pretty much how I have this block list is that online, these great people just made a bunch of domains that are all like not necessarily malicious, but they're definitely not for your good.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not wanted.
Yeah. And then those are the ones that my Raspberry Pi will go through and they'll just filter out. Be like, all right, if we see a query from this domain, we're just fucking booting it. We're not letting it go through. We're just denying everything to it. Right. This one's a Temu one, which is pretty cool that Temu's trying to talk to my devices.
Do you have the Temu app on your phone?
No, I don't have it, but I think my parents might have it, which is why I think it's on the top list. Oh, see, okay, here, this is a crazy one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The 8th top one, okay? Within the top 10, the 8th one is a domain associated with a phishing and scam website.
Crazy.
It is designed to deceive users into providing sensitive information, can be used to host malicious content. And that's literally the top 8 of the 30,000 queries. I was like, holy shit, this is some crazy data that we're getting from this Raspberry Pi that's doing all this work for me, right?
That's pretty cool.
It's just filtering all this shit out. And like all this potential malicious content. I was like, that's insane. Like, I'm very interested in this stuff because I keep listening to like Darknet Diaries. And he always talks about all of this stuff. And I was like, wow, I didn't know how relevant it was, right? Like this one is Zalo. So Zalo, a popular Vietnamese super app that provides messaging, social. Oh, this is probably my parents. I'm probably blocking out their Zalo shit. Because I think in Vietnam they use Zalo a lot. It's like their version of WeChat or whatever.
Oh, I see.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you could see the devices, what's being blocked, and all that shit. Very cool. Very interesting. Yeah, I was surprised it does not really affect your porn usage that much. So that's clearly not on the list. But obviously, it's only like the malicious side of it, right? So like the actual content, they don't care. You can watch whatever the fuck you want. You can watch fucked up shit. Does it show up
on here?
Watching like fucked up shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they log. I don't think they log. Actually, they must. If they have total queries, they must have all queries. But they really like on the dashboard. They really just shows you the blocked shit. Yeah.
And there's no random like hot singles near you.
I think those are usually like probably part of add.doubleclick.net. You know what I mean? Like this one. This is what, top 5? Add.doubleclick.net is a Google-owned service that displays targeted advertisement across the web by tracking user browsing behavior. So yeah, this company literally tracks your usage behavior and then it just sends it out, gets the ads for you and all that stuff. So it's pretty intense.
That's pretty interesting.
So that would be where that would come from, I assume. But yeah, it's cool. It has all this hits and frequency and all this shit. I was like, damn. Like now that I see that more, I'm like, that's like at some point, wouldn't like if I was an ad company and say times are tough, you know, everyone's ad blocks are getting that good.
Yeah.
Then I'd start to like try to utilize AI to get around these things.
Oh yeah, I bet some of them are.
Like literally going and being like, okay, find me the top Reddit posts or GitHub posts related to these ad block stuff and find which domains they're circumventing. And then make domains that are not circumvented from these common things. And then put malicious stuff on there. And then check every 2 hours.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And continuously do this. That's crazy if they can get that to work. I mean, that's scary for us, right? Like you literally have to fight fire with fire, because if they do that, then we need a way of like getting an AI agent to like do the same.
I'm sure that's already happening.
And continuously post and continuously like update our
like fake AI content and users.
That's a different thing though. Like fake AI content is different, but yeah, Mostly like using AI just to make sure your query domains are, or your accepted query domains are good and are not the fucked up kinds.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, damn, that's pretty crazy. I didn't expect this when I went through it, but I'm glad I have it working now, and I'm glad it's not like, it doesn't cause any like latency issue. Like when I had internet issues, I was like, okay, this better not be from this, because if not, I have to like shut it down, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't, so I was like, oh, thank fuck. Yeah, it's cool.
That's pretty cool.
I like it. I mean, surely this isn't even new technology. It's like your company, my company, they're probably doing the same thing on the IS&T side.
Mm-hmm.
Like on your company network, they're probably already auto blocking shit for you. I assume, if they're a good company, I assume.
Yeah, especially because they're in cybersecurity.
Yeah, for you guys. Yeah, you guys must have like top of the line shit. Do you guys get to go to like cybersecurity conferences?
No.
Oh,
I feel like my company never has any budget
to send people there. Yeah, I wonder how those things. I wonder if it's been inflated, because back in the day, it was literally just a bunch of nerds in a small conference hall or something like that, right? But now, like the one in Vegas, I forgot what it's called. Let's see. Vegas. So Black Hat is like the legit one, is it? DEF CON. Yes, DEF CON in Vegas. I'm sure you've heard of DEF CON.
Mm-hmm.
That one's super intense. I've heard some crazy stories where it's like they would hack the building.
Yeah.
And like do crazy ass shit.
I've watched some videos on DEF CON.
Yeah. But then Black Hat happens the week before, and that's actually for professionals. Like it's less for the hobbyists. Black Hat's more like, I assume it's more expensive, and it's like geared towards corporate.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll go through all like the corporate tools and stuff. And then DEF CON's literally just fucking bunch of frat guys just going ham. And they just have all these like competitions and workshops and all these other things. But yeah, I assume back then DEF CON was probably like small. Like no one really cared about it.
Oh yeah, obviously it started small at some point.
Yeah, but now it's probably like the biggest fucking shit in the world.
I think so.
Yeah, it's so cool. Like I would love to go to one, but it's
how much does it take it to go there?
I'm sure it's not cheap. I'm sure it's not cheap. Okay, let me just search. How much are DEF CON? Because I think your tickets are also weird too. It's like you don't get all access either, right? Like there might be tickets with all access, but yeah, it's in the hundreds, and I'm pretty sure this is USD. So it's like 500 some bucks.
Oh, that's like the Amy one.
It's also 500 some bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess mostly it's companies are going into that stuff for the Amy one.
Mm-hmm.
But DEF CON, I mean, DEF CON is probably the same thing. It's a lot of companies or a lot of like contractors for sure go to DEF CON. Like if you had your own cybersecurity contracting gig, you'd probably expense this easily, right? 500 some bucks. Sure. Go to DEF CON, learn some shit, get some tools.
Where's DEF CON held at anyways?
Vegas every year.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Are you gonna try to go to the Amy one?
No, we don't have anything that's like that related to that. Like I don't think I'd be able to justify it.
I see.
Are you trying to get to that one?
I am.
Did they approve?
I am.
When is it?
It's in April or May, I think.
Oh, okay. And they already approved it for you guys to go.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Oh, nice. Sick.
So exciting.
Yeah, I don't think I can, dude. Like April, May is when I'm probably the busiest at work. They'll probably don't even let us leave. So.
Oh, right, because you have your 12-hour work days right now.
Yeah, we have 24-hour coverage for 2 months.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
So that will be interesting. That'll be fun. But yeah, nope. I usually get to do a training course every year, but I always find some like, I don't know. I just find like it's kind of average. Nothing that exciting or interesting. Nothing like a conference. I did go to a conference once. Mm-hmm. They call it the RAT conference or whatever. It's
the RAT conference?
The rotating whatever. Let's see. Yeah, RATS is Rotating and Turbo Machinery Society, and they host this technical conference every year. I went to this one year. It was interesting, but not very applicable. It's in Fort Sask, so it's real close. It's like half an hour away, or less than half an hour away. Yeah, it was interesting. I was there for the workshop, and then I was in a course for 2 days. The way they have the conference is really cool. It's like they pretty much just have a bunch of rooms, and then the day is broken up into 6 sections. Each room has like some type of thing that you can just go to and like listen to whatever they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But did not really apply to the shit I was working on that much. So it's kind of whatever. So yeah, and then this year I didn't even ask to go. I was not really that interested.
I see.
I had some cool courses. Like they paid for like both days for me to take a course, but it was kind of average.
What was the course specifically then?
It was related to seals on rotating equipment. That was cool.
Hey.
It was interesting, sort of say, but it wasn't like revolutionary shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like good basic stuff.
Like a refresher type of thing?
Kind of. Well, no, there's still new stuff if people didn't know about that stuff, but it wasn't like, oh, this is some next level technology. No, it's like, no, we've been using this forever. Like, as long as we can remember, we've been using this type of thing. We just made it a little bit better. It's like jet engines. Jet engines used to be kind of shit. It's still about the same technology. It's just gotten way more efficient now. But the science to it hasn't really changed. There's no like,
like revolutionary change in how why it is the way it is.
Yeah. Like the analogy I always like to use is like HDD and SSD, right? So actual hard drives with the spinning disk, RPMs, all that stuff to read and write. And then solid state drive, just completely new technology, just completely different, right? So like all the years that HDD was there, it's just incremental upgrade. And then the giant performance boost was when SSD came in. Right? But in some industries and stuff, like actually in most industries, it hasn't really changed. It's like your cars, the car is actually very interesting because the electric motor is actually kind of revolutionary. But if you buy like a combustion engine car now, like the pure science and math of it hasn't changed since like 40 years ago. Right? They've just improved the parts, made it easier to build, made it cheaper to build, and made it more reliable, or maybe not more reliable, but just slightly better quality. The reason why I don't think it's more reliable is I think I've learned in class to design things to fail at a certain time. Like we never design things to last forever.
Why?
Because we want people to buy new things.
Oh, right. And
we learn, like we specifically, like in our engineering course, we literally learned that. We were literally taught, like we have a way of making things last very, very long. Like we have pretty much most things that you buy or use goes through some cyclical usage process, right? And then your cycles will cause it to die over time. But after X amount of cycles, say like some extraordinary number, like 1 billion cycles, right? It just plateaus. Because one, we don't really have the data, but two, it's like you built it to the point where like it just won't break even with that many cycles. But then we never designed to that point anymore. Like because
everything's a business.
Yeah, we always find the point that they want, and then that's like the point we design it to, and it will literally be like, we'll make this product where the material is thinner, literally, so it can break.
That's crazy.
Or like we'll have it so we could make it like X amount of thickness, but we don't, because we literally want it to break at these specific cycles or this range of cycles.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's crazy because like back then they didn't actually do that. Like the old microwaves and old fridges, they last forever.
Yeah.
Because they literally designed it to be a really good product and they didn't think about the economic side of it.
Do you think they do that with houses too?
I actually have been questioning that lately. So like I haven't done the search yet, but I wanted to ask the AI stuff is like, is there certain blips in the science the science and the code of buildings that would make the quality go down? So for example, say like back then they said you have to use this thick of concrete to do all these things like that, right? And then later on some civil engineer was like, oh wait, we could actually save a lot of money if we use this thinner one and we put it into the code, and it's still suitable for the lifetime of the building, but it's shittier than before because they over-engineered it before. And then say that happened in 1988. Then at 1988, they changed the code and they updated it to have this new allowable thinner concrete foundation.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask AIs like, do you see any of
Should
those
ask
things?
it right now.
I mean, it's gonna be hard to like fucking read and try to talk at the same time and figure all that stuff out. But I am very curious if they've done that to buildings and stuff, where it's like there's a time frame, or the other thing could be like at a certain time a house was built. Was there some technology that was so crazy that like made it better in the foundation or in the HVAC or something, right? So for example, like if you normally have a furnace that does this type of steps, and then say like in 2001, this new furnace or this new furnace came out 10 years before 2001, but in 2001 it became relevant, and then all houses after that use this new technology, because then that would help you kind of see like, if I'm looking for old house, what years should I be looking for? Like, is there a year that's not as good, or is there a year that's a lot better?
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you normally say like, oh, if I'm gonna buy like 100-year-old house, it's probably gonna be shit, but that's not necessarily true. Like, what if they really like beefed up the foundation like crazy on a really old house, right?
Yeah.
So like that shit is like volcano proof or some shit,
Mm-hmm.
right? Even though we don't even get earthquakes here, it's like fucking the thickest and craziest stuff ever, right? Then it might actually be ideal to buy, if you want to like fix up the house yourself, it might be ideal to buy an older house within that time range. But then say in the 70s, they start fucking with everything and making things like smaller, thinner, less reliable. Then that's another time frame you have to look at.
Then you get an old house with also shittier.
Yeah, but then at the same time, like you know how what I was talking about, like revolutionary technology thing. There might be some revolutionary technology that came out in the 90s with that stuff too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then I was wondering like, oh, maybe I can like try to map this all out with AI to figure out like, okay, these ranges. So maybe like between 72 and 75 was really good, but then 75 to 80 was shit because of these reasons. But then now in like 85 to 90, it was good again because of these reasons, right? I was like, maybe I should try to figure that out. But it's also hard to say, like, unless you have like the fucking blueprints and figure out all that stuff, you can't actually tell for a fact, because I think AI can only tell from trends, right? They can't say factually or
like
anything.
This building and this building,
Yeah.
I think you could do that with cars though.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you'd be able to do. Like, you just know for sure it's been getting better, for sure.
Maybe not. Like Tesla's trim quality is not that great, but then technologically speaking, it's pretty great.
Yeah, so it depends on what your metric is, right?
Yeah.
So if your metric is speed, for sure, the old shit has nothing on the new stuff. Right?
Yeah.
If it's like speed and efficiency, then yeah, there's nothing you can really compare. If it's reliability, that's something you can look at. If it's just like quality of products, then that's a personal preference thing, right? Like, I could like leather so much that I like this specific type of Ford because they use a specific type of leather, right?
Yeah, but then when you're like asking the AI, then you would put that in there. So it would give you an answer that would address that would be within the bounds that you would set for it.
Yeah. But then it'd be like subjective, right? Like,
I mean, yeah, but then it's subjective, but then you put in the qualities that you think are valuable.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. You could do that. But I'm just trying to think, like, what things do you think has gotten worse over time? Like, definitely some reliability of something. I don't know what, but there is some type of reliability issue with some stuff, right?
And clothes. If you buy generic clothes, the quality has gone down overall.
Actually, I'm not sure.
Oh, really? I feel like fast fashion makes clothes like really shit.
But I felt like that was a specific like range. Like there was a decade or two where fast fashion was very much up there. And I felt like in the last several years, they realized that fast fashion is fucking terrible and people don't like it. And then they're like swerving away. But I'm questioning about that too, because it's like quality and reliability is not the same thing, right? So like if I pick up the shirt and the quality when I buy it is really good, but it dies really fast, then that's different too, right? That's like kind of like fast fashion, but not really. Because fast fashion is like, you expect that quality. You expect kind of shittier quality. Like not the greatest, but it's a new shirt, right? Still.
I think in a way, because there's some stores that brand themselves as quality clothes, but they actually get their resources from the same places that fast fashion would.
Right. Because like what I feel nowadays is that whenever I get gifted a shirt or wherever I'm like look, and again I don't shop a lot, so it's not like I have a lot of data to work with, but whenever I'm shopping and like feeling the clothing, it feels like for that price, that quality of clothing feels better at the time. But it also feels like that shirt that I got as a gift after X amount of wash cycles dies faster. Right. So then it's like, it's weird because like I'm not really questioning quality now because right when you buy it, the quality feels really good, but now it's not as reliable. As in like a hole forms in it faster or the softness of it dies way faster.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's like, I don't know, like that's why when you said the quality has gone worse or you think the quality has gone worse, I think I'm not sure because I feel like the quality, at least initially when you buy it, actually for me has gone better, but the reliability has gotten a lot worse. As in, it feels less soft, a lot faster.
Yeah.
Whereas back then I would buy something that
literally has holes in it.
Yeah, yeah. Like back then I would buy something that feels soft. Back then, as in like when I was a teenager, if I bought something that would feel soft, it'll feel soft for the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
But now I feel like if I bought something and my skin feel to it felt really good, but within 6 months, it's already dying.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like now, right? So it's like not really a quality issue, it's a reliability issue. Because the quality, at least on onset, is like, oh, this is really nice. It feels really good.
I think that's literally quality.
But like at onset, the quality feels the same.
But that could literally just be a finish or a brush that they just put over it. But then the actual quality of the material or quality of how they make the shirt is poor.
Isn't that like reliability?
I think that's still quality, you know?
No, well, so like if you were to feel the two, okay, when I say quality, I'm still talking about like the feel of it.
Mm-hmm.
The feel of it is the exact same. Right? If I bought one that felt nice way back then and I bought one that's cheaper now and I feel it, it feels very similar. It feels soft. It feels nice to the touch. Right? And to me, that's the quality. The quality is it feels good. But then it doesn't feel good for long, and that's the reliability of it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So it's like the quality and like onset was really nice.
Yeah.
It feels, because like other than feeling it, you have no other perception of it, right? Like, can you tell that they used some finish that was different from these others? Like, when I buy a shirt, other than the looks of it and the feel of it, I have no other way of telling if it was good or not. Like, I would feel it and be like, oh, this feels nice. It feels good on my skin.
To me, the quality encapsulates all of that, though. Like, how it feels when you first get it and how it feels 6 months later, 2 years later, whatever, because that's the actual quality of the fabric.
Yeah,
like, whether it's good quality or bad quality fabric.
But when you buy it, how can you tell?
Right. When you look at what the material is made out of. So if you pay for something that has a lot of polyester in it, it's pretty much all plastic.
Yeah.
Like, it's not good quality material. Sometimes they'll blend it with other materials so that it feels good initially, but then because it's low quality to begin with, the more you wear it and the more you wash it and use it, then eventually it'll show that it was not good quality fabric. Versus if it's made out of good quality fabric to begin with, it'll still feel good at the beginning, but it'll last throughout time and wear.
Yeah. No, but like, okay, I guess I don't really look at, like, I don't read the label to find out what material it is. Usually when I buy a shirt, I just feel it and I look at it. I'm like, does it look nice? And I feel it, I was like, does it feel nice? And then from those two metrics, I would be like, okay, it feels like a good quality shirt. So on the quality side, on onset, when I buy it, it's good quality. And then after that, it's all reliability. Right? That's how I think of it. Right?
I see that.
Because like, I don't know, like, I assume... Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe it's just me. Like, for me, I feel like when I buy clothes or when I see my other guy friends buy clothes, we're not specifically looking at the tag to see what material it is. We just feel it and we look at it. And I feel like most shoppers are like a feel and look, no? Or do they all look at the tag and be like, oh, what's material? How do you wash this? All that shit. I feel like for the common people, but maybe I'm not normal, but I feel like when I see other people shop, that's really the metrics I feel like they're looking through. It's just like, does it look good and does it feel good? But maybe that's only guys. See that.
I think maybe looking at the actual material of what something's made of is more common than not. But perhaps just looking at how it looks and feels initially when you buy something is still more common than looking at materials, I would say. I would agree.
Yeah. So then, like, Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Initial onset, it would be like those are the things you're judging it by. So then when you say I bought a good quality shirt, you didn't be like, I bought a good quality shirt and I checked the material and all that shit. You just be like, yeah, I saw a shirt, it felt good, looked good, and I bought it. I think it's good quality. And then after that, it's like, it's still, I guess, like quality of or build, like how it was made. But then after that, it would be like, in my opinion, reliability, how reliable it is. And its reliability is like literally does it stay the way you got it.
Like imagine if you bought a wallet and you're like, oh yeah, this looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Feels like any other wallet. But the way that you would tell if it's a quality wallet is if like say you use it for a month and it starts to break apart, then you be like, shit, that was actually pretty bad quality.
That's true too. Yeah. I mean, it's just different connotation of terminology, isn't it?
I guess so.
Right. Mine would be like onset would be the quality, but yeah, that would make sense too. That would also be quality and like later on. It's just like that's how I guess as an engineer, that's how we would say is reliability rather than quality, right? Because like for example, like when we buy any equipment or anything like that, right? We can't tell if it's gonna last long or not, right?
Yeah.
We literally just buy it. We look at, we do QA QC. Quality assurance, quality check means like, did you do what you said you're gonna do? Did you use the material you said you're gonna use? Did you use the processes you said you're gonna use? Is it the same shape and size that you said it was, right? And if that is, then we say yes, it's quality approved. And then if it dies within 2 years, then we'll be like, all right, reliability is shit.
But then the materials part could be different. Like if you look at some clothing, and it says, "Oh, it's a cashmere sweater."
Yeah, it's not full cashmere.
But then you look at it and it's only 8%, and you're like, "What?" The
fuck? But like, so in engineering side, we would look at all of that before we buy it, and then if we buy it and it's just a shit product, and then we wouldn't say the quality was bad because we went through all the quality check, and we said that it was we asked for this and they gave us exactly what we asked for with no deviations, right? And then if it died like 3 months later, then it'd be like, this product has bad reliability.
I can see that.
We wouldn't say like this product has bad quality because I guess in the corporate engineering world, it'd be like, no. Quality was fine because we asked for it and they gave us this. But the reliability was bad, which just means like that company is just shit for what they do. Right? Yeah. No, I don't know. Other than fashion, I would say, I don't know. Most things is kind of, I wouldn't say it's worse quality. I just feel like anything that's technologically related, it's always been advancing. So it's like you're not comparing apples to apples anymore, right? Like it's hard to compare this OLED TV to like, other HD LED TV because that's just a completely different technology, right? And then the shit that's been like the same technology, they just keep trying to make it cheaper. Right. And then I think sometimes they just try to cross this threshold where it's like so cheap that you're just willing to like buy it, let it break, and buy another one, depending on what's its usage. But I don't know, like some mid-tier stuff, I do see the issue. For example, like my dad has like a portable AC in his room, and literally like the season after the warranty was up, the thing just died.
That's terrible.
And I was just like, fuck. But then me being me, I'm obviously like, no, don't throw it away. We're going to open it up and we're going to fix it. That's not how it works. We don't throw things away. We fix things. But yeah. But hopefully they make stuff.
Was there insurance for it?
Yeah, like there's warranty for it.
Oh yeah, like warranty for it?
Yeah, like literally the season right after the warranty ended, it died, right? So it's like, can't really do shit.
Terrible.
But that literally goes back to engineering. Like there's a reason why they put warranty to a certain date is because they have like 99% confidence it's going to last up to that date. And after that date, they have not a lot of confidence. Yeah. They're just not sure. Right. That's literally why. Cause like we pretty much just figure out exactly what is the limiting factor, like what part's going to break first. And then we just put the warranty up to right before that part breaks. And then once that part breaks, we're like, we don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. Fuck you. Come buy another one.
Yeah, but I feel like that's happening for like
so many things. For
like appliances, actually. Yes, what I'm thinking a lot is like huge. Appliances.
That's what I was thinking of too.
Because like back then, I remember the first fridge we had lasted forever. Like literally, since my parents bought it when they first got the house to like 20 plus years later, it still worked. It didn't have like the bells and whistles and stuff, but it still kept stuff cold, which is all you care about, and it didn't drain a fuck ton of energy.
Yeah.
But the new ones, they always advertise like, oh, more energy efficient, and they have all these like bells and whistles and shit. But I feel like it literally follows the warranty schedule. So like if your warranty, I think most like for example, I think fridge, like what's standard fridge warranty? I want to say 10 years, but I'm not sure.
I have no idea. Fridges leak so often too.
Oh, it's only 1 year. So fridge is only 1 year. I forgot what is it? Is it Maytag? Maytag appliance.
Oh, and washing machines too.
Okay, see, so okay, here. This is what I know about Maytag. A standard Maytag warranty includes a 1 year limited warranty for both parts and labor, with additional parts only warranties of up to 10 years on select major appliances, right? So that means they know that their stuff is going to work for about 10 years. And then after that, it's going to die. That's why they only give the parts only warranty for up to 10 years. So I think they do that on purpose, but back then it was like you bought a fridge and it felt like it was going to last forever.
I can see how it's better as a business model though. It's kind of like how for board games, you buy it once and you probably will never buy again in your entire life.
Yeah.
So they have like no repeat customers. So they have to make different versions of it so you come back and buy it or do other things, you know?
Yeah, now that you said that, that must be one of the toughest business to keep making money.
Right?
Now let's see, what board game has made the most money?
Monopoly, I'm guessing.
What board game has made the
I think that's why Monopoly has so many versions. So people, even if you have the classic version, you feel compelled to buy another version, like the Harry Potter version, a Disney version, blah, blah.
Oh, that's crazy. So Monopoly, they think is number one. This is just a guess from AI, but guys. But Monopoly, they think it's number one, over 275 million units sold. Then it's chess. Then it's checkers. Then it's Scrabble. Then it's Clue. Then it's Battleship.
Classic.
And then Trivial Pursuit. But yeah, it's I feel like it's a common it's like a relevant problem now too, right? Like if I was a board game company, what the fuck do I do, right? Like the only thing I can do is try to, like, if you're
come up with different versions of it, different like themes, and then the mobile version, the shorter version, a card version.
Like you literally have a division just trying to do spin-offs, whereas you have another division making genuinely new shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. That'd be very interesting. I feel like that's so hard. It's like, yeah, like any company that always has to come up with new shit as like their thing of staying alive, I think that's so tough. Because most companies don't do that, right?
Yeah.
Like oil companies just make oil. We don't make new type of oil. We just make oil, for example, right? And like grocery store, like there's some innovation, but like our core goal is to get products delivered to the customers, right?
And it's the same, and it's always been the same.
Yeah, like we're not trying to revolutionize anything, but like board game companies or gaming companies in general, they always have to think of something new.
Yeah.
If not, they're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very tough actually. As a fourth, I wonder what other businesses is you have to think of new things all the time. Because like even like marketing companies, they don't, right? They just find something that works for that year or that couple years, and they just farm the shit out of that. Like they milk the shit out of that, right? They're like, okay, we know this type of social media hits best, and we know these type of ads hit best, and for the next like 50, 100,000 projects in this next 2-3 years, we're just gonna keep using that model until it breaks and we find a different model, right? But they could at least farm that for quite a bit, I think.
I think with entertainment, it always has to be changing.
It's weird too, because entertainment right now, they're just doing fucking reboots of everything.
I can see that, but more so content creation, other types of entertainment, it always has to feel fresh.
Yeah, like content creators definitely is tough part, because I think that is why they try to demand as much money as they can, because like they don't know how long they'll actually survive.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because it's like literally the next day. I mean, you know, I feel kind of bad for the OnlyFans girls, because like, what if one day just AI just makes way better pictures of titties and videos?
I mean, I would hope that's not their career choice.
Yeah,
like their lifelong career choice.
But it would be like pretty shitty for them.
I think it is what it is. You choose a specific career. It has its pros and cons.
Yeah. Do you think AI porn's gonna go pop off?
Probably. I mean, I feel like people have, say, celebrity crushes.
Yeah.
You could just be like, oh, give me a VR porno of me fucking this one celebrity.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be amazing.
But then you still require that celebrity, you know what I mean? Like that whatever.
Yeah.
It could be generated, it could be fake, but you still require that one image, like the brand of that thing or person.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's still a requirement to have that branding.
What do you mean?
Like
I get what you mean by you have to require it, but like, what's the
issue?
Yeah.
So it's like, for example, it's like if you like specific porn stars, for example, or whatever, you still like if you're an AI company, you still require their rights to make that content, right? You still have to like pay them the thing to get their likelihood in the AI version. Or
you could be somebody, you could be another AI company that asks people to create your dream person.
Yeah.
And you could have a whole virtual relationship.
Yeah, I wonder when that would like cross that uncanny valley, right?
I think it's already happening in Japan.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure in Japan.
I think Elon Musk's girlfriend is a robot.
You think so? You think he's dating a robot right now?
No, it's like on social media and stuff.
What do you mean?
He's dating a robot. His girlfriend's a robot.
Is Elon Musk dating a robot? No, Elon Musk is not dating a robot. Images claim he have been created using AI.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just got tricked.
I thought he brought it to like some conferences and pretended it was his date.
That'd be an AI generated image for you, I guess. Really, I feel like he would be like one of the few to not get hoodwinked by that shit. No,
it's like his
it's marketing ploy.
It's not being hoodwinked, but he's like, "Oh, this is cool. I'm just gonna do this."
Oh, really? I mean, they say it's not true, but I wouldn't think he'd want to do that. Like, as much as I know he loves like technology and stuff, I feel like he's still a prominent go team human thing, which is why he has so many kids and stuff. Right. Like, he wants the human race to make whatever it turns into, he wants it to keep going, right? That's what the whole Mars reason too, right? If he didn't care for this cause, he wouldn't do the whole Mars thing, right? So I feel like he would, I wouldn't say oppose it, but he wouldn't himself do it because he's pro human, real interaction thing type of guy, right? I mean, if he didn't care, then he would allow as many bots as possible on Twitter, but that's why he doesn't, right?
I feel like it's not like the two ideas are kind of independent. Okay. He does want to push human civilization to go further.
Yeah.
But he also thinks robots and AI are really cool.
Yeah, no.
And it's not one that needs to take over the other one, but he can still have like a robotic girlfriend. No. But that does conflict with the first one. I don't think it conflicts with the first one in the sense of moving like humans to another level. He probably thinks that they can coexist.
Yeah, but but he still wants humans.
Yeah.
But if every man got a robot girlfriend, then that would be the end of humans because there's no reproduction. And I think he truly believes he needs like reproduction still. So then I think I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's against robot or anything like that. But I think like solely dating robots, I think he would be against that because he still wants the reproduction. And yeah, there could be like some artificial way to make children, but until that happens, he still wants humans to be made. Yeah. Right. So like, no, I agree, but still like it does intersect with each other. If you're talking about dating robot females, right? Because then you don't reproduce anymore, and that's not what he wants. Right.
I feel like he would turn to a different solution. He would still encourage that or say that's okay, but then also encourage baby farms on the side. Like artificial
I don't know, man.
facilities.
I listened to his recent podcast with Joe Rogan. I don't think he would want that.
Oh, really?
I think he's still like a pro. We want, human fucking and making kids still until there's a viable other solution.
Yeah.
But if there's none, then that's what he wants, right? And there is currently no other viable solution in like human reproduction, right? So like he still wants robots and stuff. I mean, like he was a very like cautious guy with AI for a long time.
Yeah.
He was one of the first guys who said that
this is like, you guys, we need
we need the AI safety and all that. Yeah. He was the first one who said that. And then in his podcast with Joe Rogan, he's pretty much saying like, all right, so everyone said fuck you to that. So then I'm just gonna get into the AI game to at least guarantee that one of all these AIs will be truthful and the maximum truth seeking.
Yeah.
Right. So that's all he wanted was maximum truth seeking. But I also think like the reason why he has so many kids is literally like he said it before, like he thinks we're underpopulated. He thinks overpopulation is a bullshit thing. Like it's not a real thing. Like we need more people is what he wants, right? So like if that was his agenda of we need more people, then he would be contradicting himself if he started like getting robot girlfriends and stuff. Now like robot sex machines, that's different, right?
Yeah.
That I'm pretty sure he doesn't give a shit about. You can have robot sex machines, but like still need to. I assume he still wants to push for like real kids being made for now until there's another way.
Can you imagine him having? I think he has like 7 or 12 kids, something like that. Like
he has a lot. He has a lot of kids.
So he's done his role in reproducing. So for him personally, he can have a robotic girlfriend.
Yeah, but then he wouldn't want to like convey that to the public because then you'll have all the incels doing the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Right, it's like, yeah, I've done my role, but it doesn't mean I can just like fucking try to convey to the public this is the best thing ever, and then all of a sudden no one else is having kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think that would be a very stupid thing to do if his goal was humans to make more humans in the world, then that would be completely counterproductive to what he's doing, right? I don't think he would be dumb enough to like do that, at least. Now, at some point, if he found a way to like artificially conceive children and he made the technology for it, then yeah, he'd be all for it. He'd be like, yeah, fuck yeah, right? I mean, if he's self-serving, yeah. But if he's not, if he's very like, what's the other word? What's the opposite of self-serving? If he's more like, trying to help the masses,
yeah,
then yeah, that'd be a different story too, right? But he is kind of that too, right? Like, or maybe he's a genius because like him buying Twitter it didn't at the time make him a lot of money at all, right? It made him lose a lot of money, but he did it for the sake of truth,
which
is really cool. I think. I mean, I think he gets a lot of shit from a lot of random people who don't really. I don't know. They have opinions, but when you're a public figure, that's what happens, and especially a controversial one at that, right?
He makes very radical decisions for sure.
Yeah, that's cool because it's like he has hypotheses that everyone thinks about, but we don't say. But he just says them.
Yeah.
Right? And he says them very publicly and he backs them very well.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a lot of random people would have similar hypotheses and it just doesn't get to the point of what Elon does.
Yeah, because he also has the money and the resources to execute some of his ideas.
I mean, I don't think he'll like create a business for all his ideas.
Well, of
for
course not.
each of his ideas. But clearly the ones he thinks truly will work, he was working on very hard for. I mean, the robotics one is super cool, I think. Yeah. I mean, I wonder how the self-driving one's going to work. I mean, it's still been an issue, right? In North America, at least. In China, apparently, self-driving is very...
Yeah, it's already a thing.
Yeah, but in America, it's very tough, I think.
I think it's only about time, within like a year or two.
You think so?
Yeah.
That'd be tough. I think it's like...
If it already exists consistently somewhere else in the world, then it's literally like any time. It's not like the technology doesn't work.
No, I wouldn't say that. So, for example, it's like the whole claw machine thing in Asia is very big. It's not really big here. It's been really big there for more than a decade, right?
That's true.
Right. So it's not direct. I wouldn't say it directly translates like that. But it's like, what are the forces stopping it from happening, right? And I think it's like there's not
monopolize it.
There's not enough momentum behind it yet.
And control it.
So like the more cars that are self-driving, the easier it is to implement self-driving. Because if cars can talk to each other, or at least they know it's not an erratic driver, then they know that car is going to behave very logically.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But then the less, like having one self-driving car and all other cars not self-driving is, I assume, is the most difficult thing in the world. And then the reverse is completely opposite. As in, like, if most cars are self-driving, then it's even easier to do self-driving because everything is more logical and easier to predict.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So then I feel like that's like a hurdle where in North America, they haven't hit critical mass yet. Like, once they hit critical mass, then it just becomes way easier.
Yeah.
Right? But I feel like in China, the way they got around that is they just forced it. They just like fucking forced the whole self-driving thing and they just pushed it and it just works like that. But it is a very different economy, right?
Yeah, everything moves faster in China.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's just like fucking government just pushes their thing on it. But it's also way more, in my opinion, way more corrupt though, too, at the same time. Right? It's very scary. In certain things. Like I was watching a video recently about like fishing in like China, where like they pretty much just send these people. They pretty much like have slavery. They have people on ships and they just send them out to go fishing like in international waters, like somewhere like near North Africa, like way far. And those ships, those people will stay on the ship for like 2+ years.
Mm.
And what they do is they send another big ship that just collects all the fish and brings it back to China. And that those ships just keep going round and round, where these people have to stay there all the time just fishing. Like, dude,
that's crazy.
That's literally slavery, dude. Like, the people are against their will. Like, the video says like they pretty much take away their passports and shit, and
Oh my god.
take away their means of communication. So like these people, some of them just die, right? They just suicide or whatever, and they're like malnourished and stuff.
Have you seen what it looks like when people work in the coal mines? That looks like pure slavery too. When they're manually going in and chipping away the coals, or
like in Africa.
I have no idea where it is.
Oh,
but literally like chipping away at the coals,
like with
or
a
in
pickaxe.
Deep, with a pickaxe
yeah.
deep in the mines. That looks like pure slavery too.
Well, but that's in a third world country, right?
What?
That's probably in a third world country.
Yeah.
It's probably, if it's a first world country, they'll just take a machine and just do it, right? But yeah, them being a third world country, I don't know. Like if they pay them, like what if they paid them double the average salary there? Still low, still very low number. Then not really slavery, right? It's like by choice, shitty choice, but they had to do it, right?
If they pay them double the wage. But why would they if there's so many people that are willing to work for so cheap? If you're in a third world country.
Yeah, so the only reason they're willing to work for so cheap is like they destroyed all their farmlands and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So like, yeah, they had to because they were forced to. So yeah, I mean, but that's not technically not slavery. It's pretty harsh condition, but that's third world country, right? That's literally like the bad luck of the dice of being born there.
Yeah. I would off myself so quick if I was born there.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think you'd know though. Like you would off yourself because you know this life.
Right.
But if you only ever knew that life, you'd be like, this is the life.
But then, okay, that's also thinking about nature versus nurture. I think my nature, one of the things I value the most is feeling free.
Yeah.
And so even if I was born somewhere else, I agree. Obviously, because there's a contrast between knowing what I know now and the life that I know now, if I was ever put into that situation from this point forward, off myself instantly. I'd be like, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
But I think because of my nature, I would still be like, yeah, this ain't it.
Really? I feel like if you were to make that argument, wouldn't it be like, because of your nature, you'd probably escape it much, or you'd be more wanting to escape it?
Yeah, escape it. But if I feel like I really have no way and it's just too hard to escape, I'd be like, fuck this shit, I'm out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of all the suicides there, if they do have any. I have no idea. But yeah, you could be one of those people that did kill themselves in that situation. There definitely are. I can't say it's 0%. So definitely some people do kill themselves, and you might be one of those. I don't know. I feel like it's so hard to say. Like, I feel like even with the nature and nurture thing, it's like if you super value freedom, right? You think freedom is the best thing in the world. And like you were born in a situation where even at a super, super young age, you already had to work that. And say you got a different job, wouldn't that different job already feel like freedom compared to the original?
Yeah, so.
Right. So like, yeah, your nature is still wanting freedom, but like your concept of what freedom is different too. Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's like if you were born in a fucking cage and then you get to go outside, that outside, even though it's in a bigger box, is still freedom.
That's true.
Right.
That's a very good point.
So I don't know, maybe not. I feel like born there would be kind of, it is what it is. I mean, the chances of you being born there, if you believe in like purgatory or whatever, or you believe it's like a lineup of people that gets born, it's a luck of the draw, then it's pretty high chances, because I think third world countries are the highest mortality or highest birth rates. Right. Not mortality rate, because the births might be like, die very soon after birth, but you would be born there, or more likely to be born there.
That's true. We are very lucky to be born here.
Dude, we're already top 1%, right? The fact that you're born in not any, but most first world countries, you're already like top X% of the world in terms of what you have, what you get.
That's insane when you think about it. Because like there's so much money in the world and we could literally elevate everyone's experience overall.
Yeah.
But because of like greed and how the world works, it's not the case. And so literally just being born somewhere where your basic needs are met is already 1%. The top 1%. That's kind of crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's pretty insane. Yeah, I wouldn't even know how that would work, but I would love that to happen. But then it's almost like the part people don't like to think about is like, what's the sacrifice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we could elevate everyone's livelihood, but for everyone who has a good livelihood now, you have to be downgraded for this to work. And it's like, are those people willing to take that downgrade? Is the question.
No
right?
one is.
Yeah. Like even at let's say our level is considered average in first world country, even we wouldn't want to take the downgrade for that because for us it's already like, hey, we're already struggling. Why the fuck should we have to take the downgrade, right? But theoretically, that's the only way it'll work, right? To like make the whole world elevated to not even first world, it'll be like second world, second and a half, like some weird part. And at that point, like who's doing the shitty jobs?
That's true.
Like who's making the shoes and the clothes and the, you know.
Maybe when we reach a singularity point.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's a big AI thing. Big AI and robotics thing. Because once you get those two together working, it's like most of the shitty stuff I think can go away. But I don't know. Like even if, okay, let's think about it this way. Even if AI was super prominent, like are they still going to take away kid True Factory stuff?
That's true.
I don't know.
Like probably
like,
not because there's always people that want to have a lot of greed and always want to short things.
Yeah, it's just like even if there was low barrier to entry, but still some barrier to entry to get AI and robotics to implement the stuff, they're not willing to have that capital investment and the company investment in order to do that. They were like, no, fuck it, we'll do it our way and we'll just keep doing child labor.
Can't fully eradicate greed.
Yeah. Like someone will always find a loophole to that shit. Even if you make it so easy, they'll still find a way to like be a greedy fuck and not willing to do that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, that is tough to say.
Or even like morale for like humans.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy because like even with the advancement of technology, it's like you get scam centers.
Yeah.
Where they literally kidnap people, take away their fucking ways of communication, passport, all that shit, and put them in a scam center to call people to scam them, right? So like even with all our advanced like social media technology, we still get a situation where people are physically captured and then use those technology to like scam people.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're right. It's hard to take away the greed. Almost impossible, I would say.
I would say so too. It's kind of like how even if the overall world got a lot better, you'll still always have poor people. You'll still always have rich people. You'll still always have middle class people. Like you'll always still have a hierarchy of classes, no matter what happens.
Yeah,
it's just how it is.
I think so. Like in one of the books I was reading, I feel like the only semi or let's say like kind of justifiable way is that everyone in the world is on universal basic income.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But if you want to work, you get a better version of that. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So say like you're just a living person, you get a box that's like this room, right? You get food, you get food. It's not good food, but you get your nutritional met.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have water, everything else is supplied for you. You get universal basic income. But if you want any more, you have to work and you have to produce.
Yeah.
And then that's when you can like, instead of a box this big, you get a basement this big and you can live in. And then if you work more, you get a house you can live in that's this big, right?
Yeah.
And then I feel like that's the only kind of way it can really work out. It's like first we make sure everyone is fed and like their basic needs are met. But if you're not willing to be like a productive part of society, then that's all you get.
Mm.
And then everyone else that wants to be a productive part of society, they get more, and then more productivity
more.
you can provide, then you go higher and higher. But that's weird too, because that's kind of like opposite of capitalism too. Not opposite, but like there's some contradictory to capitalism in that. It's tough.
I agree.
I mean, all young people want is like socialism because the world's fucking hard.
Yeah.
But then once you get stuff, you want capitalism because you're like, I earned this shit. I don't want to.
Yeah,
like,
I don't want
give
to
it away.
fucking share to people who didn't try to work for us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care for everyone else.
Yeah. So it's true. It's true. I think that's usually how it happens and works.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, well enough. I will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.